The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cooper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Rush is on him. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Aller at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football playoff.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Hemby. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Quick spin on the run. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dinkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man, it's Hemby. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the air, it's Mendoza. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Pena. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing it.
Tight end now in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Pena. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. And just a short six.
Outside, you see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got in. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time, thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Hemby. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll back to pass. It's Mendoza. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the ground, it's Allen. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Got enough for the first. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hemby. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hemby. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Under fire. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Just feeds the running back. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena. First half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding open areas. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner is stopped. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Well, this time the defense played it well because this quarterback has given them some problems on the ground.
He's got so much speed and has had some success, but I like the end of this run. Not only get him on the ground, punish him. Make him think twice about running the football in the future.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
To the air, it's Mendoza. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback's got the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Hemby. Hard running there. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They punted away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his turn to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Snagged out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Indiana! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Going to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's some pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Allen. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space, it's Allen. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Hudson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Pulled and finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Cooper. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He got it. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Quick release by the QB. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Fires to the big fella. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Cooper. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And that is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead here in overtime.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. I mean, they cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th down play, and this one is over.